Welcome to Taylor Talks Comics with me, Riley, in another episode of Hey Kids Comics. Today we're going to be showing the Misadventures of Max Crumbly. Stay tuned.
And we're back. Quick disclaimer, all of the videos in the Hey Kids Comics playlist are appropriate for children. We do give like age recommendations for each book and whatnot, but all the other videos on my channel I can't give the same disclaimer to. Parents' discretion advised on that one. But this is Hey Kids Comics with Riley, and we're talking about a comic that your kids might enjoy. Dive in, Riley.
So, there's something my dad wants to say about this. He didn't read it, but I told him.
As far as like the disclaimer goes, there is a bad word. I think it's said twice. You said?
Yeah.
There's a bad word that's
one of it's crossed out because he crosses out some of it.
But you can still read it.
Yeah.
And it's the CRAP word. So if that word concerns you as a parent, maybe have a discussion with the child about it or whatever. We just want to make sure you're aware.
But if you're interested in Dork Diaries, this is the exact same author. And it's basically a boy comic or boy novel of that to me. I've never read Dork Diaries, so please don't ask me.
It's done in a diary format, just like Dork Diaries and Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
And he draws himself and stuff. This is Elvis Presley.
Yeah, good job.
Well, it says it in there.
Oh, okay.
But
so what's the story about, though?
It's about this kid named Max. Of course, it's called Max Crumbly. And there's 3 of these. I'm only showing the first. I got this at Goodwill. And I had no idea that I was going to like it so much that I would read the next ones. Because I didn't even know there was the next one until I was about to read this on one of the nights I got to stay up. So that was super weird, and I didn't know, but once I started reading this, the second one was better, and this was better. So basically...
You've not read the third one, though, right?
No, okay. I got it on Libby.
Oh, the Libby app.
Yeah, and that's a certain app with basically Hoopla. It's basically Hoopla.
It's like a library app where you can check out books digitally. But it's different where
you can only someone can only check it out once at a time, not like Hoopla where anyone can check it out forever.
It's a little bit different, yeah.
Yeah.
So who is Max? What are his issues in school?
So basically there's this bully named Doug Thurson, but he likes to call him Thug, and mostly he calls him Thug in these, so sometimes I forget that his name is actually Doug.
Doug the Thug. That makes sense.
But he's a really mean person, and when I was reading this, there was a 3-day break, and it was so funny because when he was I can't show that part, about to go to the 3-day weekend, he didn't want to be locked in his locker, of course. Who wants to be locked in a locker for 3 whole days?
No one.
But so he wanted to avoid Doug Thurson, Thug. I'm gonna say Thug. Of being trapped in his locker, of course. So he went in the computer lab and played video games for like an hour. But luckily for Thug, not for him, he was about to go home because he was playing for an hour. A lot of screen time. But Thug had after school detention.
Oh, so he was over there for an hour too.
Yeah, so I was stuck in my locker for a 3-day weekend. And it was lucky because that he got into it actually, because there was, that's a janitor, but, I don't like how these are, the exact same picture, but yeah. Basically, there was these 3 robbers about to steal the whole computer lab, and this ends on a cliffhanger, so I can't tell you what happens during it, but there's some crazy stuff.
That's where the locker hero probably comes from?
Yeah, and
he's got to defend his school.
Then the next one, so this is a 3-1 where the first 2 basically conclude the bad guys, so you'll still see the bad guys in the second one, which really annoyed me because I only had the first one at my school, so I couldn't read the second one until later during my weekend, because my dad doesn't let me do screen time during the weekdays. So, that kind of concludes it, but I just say it's a really weird story with...
Is it like funny and humorous, or...?
No, it's kind of scary and adventurous.
Okay.
That's why it's called the Misadventures. But in the last part, he says that he accidentally made the stuff, the thing wrong, so he was like, sorry. But these are the 3 bad guys. He's the leader. He doesn't actually have hair. This is just a thing.
I was trying to put it on camera.
But...
Is it a toupee?
Huh? It's just a wig.
It looks like he has a wig too.
No, he doesn't. These 2 don't.
Oh.
He likes to eat, and I don't know what he likes, but he likes to steal stuff.
Oh.
So they're trying to steal this computer thing, and he asked for pizza, and he got super mad because then it reveals where they are, and he could be arrested. Later they are in the second book, but...
There's the author, Rachel Renée Russell, which I guess she's the artist and the writer, right?
There are more than 25 million copies of her books in print worldwide.
So she's a very successful
They have
writer.
been translated into 36 languages. So
she does Dork Diaries and Max Crumbly.
Dork Diaries right here, it's mentioned. This isn't a very popular book, and that's the reason why I wanted to show it, so she could be...
Like it's not as well known as Dork Diaries, right?
Yeah.
So you want to bring more awareness to it? What?
This concludes that, but there's something I've been wanting to show, and it's the artwork, because my dad always mentions it.
Yeah, we're only talking about artwork on this channel, so Riley wants to show off some of his own artwork.
So this is called an Irish knot, and it's called that, and just because and when we did this, today is actually
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
The day that we're filming this.
So, yeah, I did this yesterday, and I did 10 pictures. That's why I was doing top 10. This was second out of best. And there's one more I wanted to show that I did today, this morning. And it's nothing about St. Patrick's Day, but it's a little cute hot dog. But really, look. scary hot dog on the inside.
Riley likes to watch Art for Kids Hub on YouTube.
And
Another
this
YouTube
is where
channel.
I got these two.
And a great place to go if your kids like to draw as well. And Riley loves going on
they
there.
came out with a book and they have a kit.
An art kit.
And those are really cool. I don't have them, but I've seen them mention it on their channel and stuff. So that was super cool. This I did with my dad. He has one. I'm not going to show that because it's upstairs.
That's all your artwork on the page.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so one thing, Riley likes to read comics, obviously, and he loves to then draw himself, so you can see how well his art has progressed. Or not progressed, but you can see how well of an artist he is, how good of an artist he is. But yes, if you like this, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Look at all the other Hey Kids Comics videos in the playlist.
This was a short one, but that's because there's a lot of surprises and I didn't want to
Spoil them for you?
Yeah.
But yeah, this was about Max Crumbly. Comment down below with your thoughts on this, or Dork Diaries, or any other kids comic that you want to recommend to Riley.
Yeah, and if I do read it and buy it and stuff, I will definitely shout you out, not punch you out
Like you said on the previous video.
And Moon Girl video.
Yeah. So
But make sure to check that one out too. It's super cool. It's not based on the show at all.
it's based on the show. It's just not exactly like the show.
It's nothing like it. So that, like and subscribe. I think we said it all, right?
Yep. Keep reading comics.
And can't wait for another episode to talk about.